Unfortunately, though, I have become semi-famous literally just in like Republican hate circles.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Come on, Maddie. That wasn't fair. Can we just think your dad a good dude? What it look like TV?
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did you miss me?
And we back, man. We back, and if you ask me, this is a sad day for the What It Look Like channel, man. I thought the next time we would be discussing Ben Hart, we would have Ben Hart on the channel, or I would be on his channel, and we would be linking up to do a little something to bring y'all some fresh new content. Because I knew for sure, after my man explained himself in the last video, baby girl might have went back to the lab, you know what I mean, had some conversations with mom, and left things alone.
Nope.
But it seems like she's tripling down. It's like she just won't let it go.
Nope.
And I really didn't want to speak on it or touch on it because this is Ben's daughter. And the fact that I respect Ben, I really don't want to, you know what I mean, keep talking about his daughter because it is his daughter. But this is a little ridiculous, man. We under attack over here, man. All of a sudden, we Republican hate groups.
I have become semi-famous literally just in like Republican hate circles.
We Republican hate groups now? Because come on, man. Stop that. Stop that. All it is we recognize the fact that your dad is a good dude, man. He's a good dude. It's no perfect men out there. It's no perfect women out there. You know what I mean? Your dad is a good dude. That's why people are backing him. It's no Republican rally and behind him and this, that, and the other. No, it's just good people that see that somebody tried. It was a relationship, things didn't work out, but instead of just moving on with his life, he made good by everybody that, you know what I mean, he brought into this world. He made good by his ex-wife. Things worked out the way they worked out, and it worked out for the better for all of y'all. 95% of the American dream. 90% of the American dream. You didn't have dad in the house with you every day. Okay. I can understand that. Dad is very important in the equation. I can understand that, and no amount of money can replace that. I totally understand that. But you also have to you have to play fair ball. And you also have to look at and consider the fact that the man contributed that much to your life and your mother didn't make it obvious, evident, and give that man more props and make you guys pick the phone up and call him and make you guys come through and visit, especially since you guys wasn't too far. The fact that your relationship is rocky is because your mom had issues with your dad and your mom ruined your relationship, and it's quite obvious that that's the situation right here. But you're playing so loyal that you can't see it. That's the obvious thing right here. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, and y'all ended up leaving with your dad, and y'all was living with your stepmother, and so forth and so on, it would have been Ben's responsibility to say, hey, when was the last time you talked to your mother? Pick the phone up, call your mother. On the holidays, contact the mom and say, yeah, what time do you want me to bring them by? And especially if you want to be active, make sure that you can be active. It wasn't up to your mother to instill poison in you guys. This man sat and kept to himself that your mother sent him to jail. Now, let's be real. You lived in a house with this lady. You lived in a house with her for 20 years, 18 years, however long you lived in that house with her. You know her and you know her nature. You know her better than anybody. Why would that man subject himself to that? If she's willing to destroy him, the mother of his child, I can only imagine what she would do to a total stranger, somebody like me. If she's willing, if she got this much anger in her for her husband and she's willing to do this, her ex-husband, But he was just supposed to tolerate and deal with that because that's your mother? Your mother was a stranger to him at one time. You came out of your mother, so you're always going to have this loyalty. She was a stranger to him at one point. And I understand what she's going through right now because a lot of older people my age still go through this, and it's sad. At one point in life, you have to grow up and you have to realize that it was a point in life where your mom was nothing more than your dad's lady. And your dad was nothing more than your mom's man. They're just two normal, followable people that was in a relationship and had some kids. And whatever happened and went on in their relationship, I don't care what you witnessed. You don't know what the buildup was to that. You don't know what buttons was pushed. You don't know what went on. You don't know how it got to whatever. So to pick a side is unfair to yourself, to be honest with you. But the first thing you got to look at, and you got to be honest with yourself and look at your parents for actual people. And it's amazing to me sometimes the way people characterize their parents as such bad people. Because the way you characterize your dad as this such bad person, why would you even want him to stay? Why would you want your mom to be with that if he was such a terrible dude like you said? So a lot of times your whole argument don't be making sense, and it don't be making sense because you're not looking at your parents as people. Yes, sometimes dads are wrong. But yes, sometimes moms is wrong. Yes, sometimes moms are crazy. You know what I mean? Yes, sometimes dads are crazy. But when you look at the proof in the pudding, you can only be such a bad guy if he was willing to do for y'all what he did for y'all after the relationship was done. But we got to keep it 100. You know, we keep it 100% real over here. And I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Ben, you get a slap on the wrist, Ben. You lied to us, man. You said that you paid that lady $5 million over the course of the 18 years. And you lied, man.
That I agreed to pay Betsy $1.8 million at the conclusion of the marriage, so $1.8 million at the start. However, I was $100,000 short of what I agreed to. More on that in a moment. And Betsy and the kids received a total of $4 million, a little bit more than $4 million, which includes the aforementioned $1.8 million and $618,000 for the kids' college funds and college costs. Below, I link to a PDF of the accounting. This accounting comes directly from a 2016 court case, one of many court battles I was in with Betsy. And anyone is free to dispute this accounting, but I think it's pretty accurate. So Betsy and the kids received a little bit more than $4 million, not the $5 million that I had estimated from memory in the first video. So that's my error.
You only paid a $4 million. Come on, Ben. Come on, man. Come on, Ben. But come on, y'all. If that's the worst you could say, if this is what we doing, now maybe after this, after you hear that he went through all that, he had to rebuild, he had the perseverance to rebuild. Once your mom put him in a situation basically where he was in a no-win situation, maybe now you'll fall back a little bit and go have the conversation that you need to have, because it's a conversation you need to have, but it's not with your dad. So now that you got extra information to go along, you know what I mean, go have that conversation with your mom, because it's a long overdue conversation. Get it out in the open, get it out, and you know what I mean? Remember that your mom is a normal person. And stop lying to yourself. You've been around this lady your whole life. You know she got some issues and she got some stuff with her. You know what I mean? Probably because she been sitting in that damn house too long, just busting checks, not doing nothing. But anyway, y'all, that's just my little thoughts on this. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it in the comments section. Hit that like, that subscribe button. Do all the YouTuber things that the YouTubers ask you to do. Do that for me. And I'm going to see you on the next one. If you'd have made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.